Hi, Show Ragoso, Friday Music, random vinyl pick number 2. What I do here is I'll pick an album out from the wall, maybe an 8-track or a cassette or a 45, and I'll just discuss it, but it's random. I don't know, I'm not prepared. This is like playing a game show thing for me. Aha. Okay, this is a good one. This is Spirit Live. This is one of my favorite groups, I gotta tell you. Became really good friends with these guys over the years. I got Ed Cassie to sign that, and Randy's on the front, right there. Fuzzy Knight, bass player. But this came out in America on Potato Records, their own label, and this is a really rare Illegal Records, I think it was called, which I think was part of IRS at one point. But live performance, 77, 78, European tour. All the hits are on here, 1984, Nature's Way. What I love on this is it's all the same going into I Got a Line on You, both from the Family That Plays Together album, that's probably my favorite Spirit album, that and Spirit of 76. But, you know, we lost all these guys over the years. Lost Randy in a drowning incident, which was really sad. Ed lived to be a pretty old guy up in Ojai, and we lost John Locke. We still have Mark Andes, and we still have Jay Ferguson, thank goodness. But this album is impeccable. If you can find one, grab one. I haven't really seen it out there in a long time on CD or anything, but it's a great live performance. I got to play with these guys. I can thank Ed Shockey for that. I opened a show for them back, I think it's like 91 or 92, at the old Chestnut Cabaret in Philadelphia when I had a power trio. And we were actually doing a song called Victim of Society from the Spirit of 76 album. And Randy had heard us at rehearsal, and I met him so many times. He remembered who I was as a fan, and he asked me if I wanted to sit in. And he told me we were going to do like a Rolling Stone, which he knocked me for a loop because he wound up playing All Along the Watchtower, but we could have done either one. But we wound up wailing it for about 10 minutes on Watchtower, and it was a blast. Somebody has a film of it somewhere. Somebody did send me some stills, but there was a video that was on like a local television station, and it was broadcasted on some radio station there too. But I want to thank the late Ed Shockey from WMMR and WISP for sort of putting that together for us. And but that was a great gig. But that, again, Spirit Live, Legal Records. If you can find the American version, it was on Potato Records, 1977, 78. You won't go wrong with this one. All right. Don't know what I'm doing here. Take somebody from here. Jeez. I didn't plan this. Gordon Lightfoot, Summertime Dream. You know, we're putting this out. Again, I'm going to reissue this. He autographed this for me years ago. And, you know, we lost him a couple years back. But one of the most cordial guys I ever worked with in the industry. Very appreciative of the vinyl resurgence, and was really complimentary towards everything we ever did. And we've done a bunch of his albums. We started with the double live album, then we did Gord's Gold, If You Could Read My Mind, Sundown, and now Summertime Dream. We're going to put this out on Burgundy Swirl and on Champagne Gold vinyl. It's going to be sometime in, I believe, the end of September, early October. We come on Friday Music. But this had so many hits on it, including his biggest hit, one of his biggest hits, the record with Edmund Fitzgerald. But I always liked Race Among the Ruins. Is a great song. I'm Not Supposed to Care is a great track. I mean, there's so much stuff on here. Anyway, we're a gatefold cover, so I kind of took the lyrics and made it like a gatefold. So when you get it, the new version, it will be a gatefold cover with lyrics on the inside and colored vinyl. So that's Gordon Lightfoot, Summertime Dream. I'm going to grab something from the wall in front of me, but I'm not going to see what it is. And look, I'm doing this. I'm not looking. I swear I'm not looking. Let's see what we got here. Okay. It is this. Pass on that. How's that? I put my thing about that album. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look, I swear. Okay, here we go. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Okay, I love this album. Climax Blues Band, Sense of Direction. This was a commercial success. They just got off an album called FM Live, which is in the wall right there. And they wound up touring around that LP, and it got a lot of airplay. It was a double live album. Everyone bought it because it was reasonably priced. 2 albums, and they just picked up a FM audience, or a cult progressive following. But they wound up opening for bands. I saw them a couple times, like with the Electric Light Orchestra, and I think I may have even seen them with Steve Miller. And they came out with a surprise album in '74 called Sense of Direction, which is really great progressive rock and soulful. And there's a tune on called Right Now. Nogales is a really good blues, jump blues record. Sense of Direction. It's almost like a Pink Floyd kind of like breathe sound to some of the things on here. But what a great album cover. The band, it's not, I don't think anyone's left except maybe Derek, but I think all the guys have sort of passed away over the years. But if you ever never heard these guys, this is a great album to start with. Very popular album in 1974, and hope you enjoy this. This is just random stuff. Hope you enjoy what you've seen, and see you on the next one. Take care.